Good morning everyone, welcome to Karen from Tilley Crafts .stampingup.net. Today it's the 1st of September and you're joining me for a Stamp Around the UK video hop, and this month's theme is, I can never say it right, geometric style cards. So I have gone with the basic squares because I quite like squares. So I'm going to be showing you how to make this today. Straightforward and quite simple, but I really liked it. It's popped up on some dimensions. We've got a bit of embossing on here and the background. It is quite a quick one, but I will show you what we've done. We've used, on this one, I've used boho blue, silver foil, misty moonlight, again boho, and these are a bit of glitter paper. I think because I cut all my glitter papers off, I'm sure this is the Starry Sky, and that one might be the Orchid Oasis, but I have lots of glitter paper and I'm sure some are retired, so you'll have to forgive me. We do have glitter papers in the current catalogue that work just as well. So for this one, I'm actually going to do it in Gorgeous Grape. I've got a bit of a longer base, so it's 10 1/4 by 5 1/8, so it's scored in half at 5 1/8. I tried to do it on a normal card base, but these squares were a bit too big and I'd only get 2 on, so this is why I went for a bit bigger. So then I've got a layer of basic white, which is 5 1/5 squared. Let me just check. Yeah, 5 inches squared. So that'll just give a very slight border, and again I've got one for inside. I've used the Stylish Shapes dies, and I've used the second square in, and it roughly measures about 1.5 inches. And then this back piece, we're going to emboss that with this wood grain effect one. I really like that, so I'll do that in a minute. So just pop that in there. That's ready to go. And I've also used, on this one, I used the Splatters and Stripes embossing folder, but for this one there's these 3 embossing folders that are on the online exclusive. You get a pack of 3, so you've got dots, you've got the hash crisscross, and you've got like a little flower design. So I thought that'd be fun to use one of them on this one, so I'm going to use this one. I have already cut out the majority of my squares, so I just need 1 more of them. And this paper, this one is retired, but this was Gorgeous Grape. There was a pack of these sparkly ones in 5 colours. Really like these. I think there was Poppy Parade in there and a couple of other colours. Too nice to throw away, so I'm going to use it. I couldn't find, there is Orchid Oasis in the current catalogue, and I thought I'd ordered some, but I don't think I have because I can't find it. However, it will be on my next order. So I've got 3 of each. I've got 3 of those, 3 of those, 2 of them. I'm just going to cut one of these out, and then we'll emboss those and then put it all together. Right, so the ones, I'm just going to emboss the plain ones, these ones. So we need 1 more to go in there. Oh, right, Spring Mate. I've got the big one because the embossing folders don't fit in the little one. So on this I've got a plate 1 and 2. I've got me plate 3. Pop that down. With these I always tend to put them at an angle because it's not as much pressure going through the roller, and then top it off with another 3 plate. And then, I'm sorry if I'm shaking you, hopefully not too much. So I'm just going to run that through like so, and that gives us our third one there. So for the embossing, you don't need the 1 and 2 plates, you just need just need the number 1 plate, and these 3 plates you don't need. But you do need a number 4 plate. So standard folders, you just use the plate 1 and the 2 clear plates, but the 3D ones, which we'll soon see if these go through all right, because if not they'll just fly through with no pressure. But nope, that's caught it. So just, oh, and always when you're doing this, you always put it in hinge first into the machine. So that's your hinge there. Always put it in that way, because if you do it the other way it can snap it. And look at that, that's lovely, lovely jubbly. And the next one we're going to do is we're going to do these 3. So I'm just going to keep them uniform. Like so. Pop this one in, again hinge first. And that way your folders last a lot longer. Even if your hinge does snap it, you can still roll it through and it'll still give you the same effects, but obviously they can be detached. Right, let's just fold this one up. I have got the mini one as well, but I just thought I'd use this one today because I needed it for the embossing. Right, you'll have to excuse my light because I'm actually filming this at 7 o'clock in the morning because it's been mega busy because the kids go back to school soon. So it's just been a manic few weeks. Right, so I'm just deciding, do I want that way round? Yes. Right, so I'm actually going to stick this down first, and then it's not as hard when you're putting the squares on, because if you put the squares on here first, then it can be a bit tricky. Oh look, I've got a hair on there. Woohoo! And it ain't one of mine because I got blonde ones. Oops. Right, so just line this up. Tombow glue gives you that little wiggle room if you don't get it quite right. Right, so let's do my inside one. I'm not putting any sentiments on today because I've decided I end up with loads of cards with one certain sentiment on, and then I end up having to make another card because it's not quite what I want. So I've seen a few people and they just leave them blank, and then when you've got an event or an occasion, you can just add your sentiment on afterwards, and then that way the card doesn't get wasted and you might use them. So I'm gonna just line these on here just to see how we go, and then let's pop that one up there. Whoops, I didn't want the silver one in the middle. I'm gone. So that one up there, and that one, and the silver one over there. There we go. A bit random, quite like that. There we go. So I popped the silvery ones up. No, I didn't. I popped 2 lots up and left 1 down. So I'm just having a look, and I didn't pop these 2 up in the middle because I thought my sentiment could go across there when I put a sentiment on, so I'll do the same on this one. Where's my dimensionals would help. Right. I do go a bit mad with dimensionals. And then I'm just going to line that up in there. And then I'm going to do the bottom one as well, and then we'll put the middle one down. Like I was saying before, it is a video hop, so in the description bar below here will be a link to all the other demonstrators, and they will do some amazing things, I'm sure. So please have a look round and have a look at what they've done too, because I am sure they will be amazing. Right. Let's put this one up. Are you all ready for the start of the new school year? Oh, excuse me, that's my alarm going off. I got up early, you see. And then, right, excuse me if that's a bit off. The camera's in the way. I can just sit in the middle. This card is actually quite a good one to do, to use up scraps and that. So like you scrap bits of card and stuff, you can just go ahead and like cut a load of shapes out and you can make a lot of cards. I've done another card with circles, so I'll show you that after. I'm actually going to do this one a bit different. I'm going to put the middle one up. See, sometimes you don't even have to put a sentiment on the front of your card. You can leave it and put everything on the inside. Some are just pretty to look at. Oops. More fingers and thumbs this morning. Right, I've got that one off. Oops. And pop him in the middle. There we go. What do you think to that? Well, actually, because I've not stuck down, I did have an insert for this one. That's done a runner. Oh, I'll find it after. But that's my card, my take on the geometric shapes. So I hope you've liked that. I do have one more card, and this one I did with the smallest circle out of here. And on this one I've used wild wheat, copper clay and pebble path, and these are those speciality papers, the Lustra ones, and I thought that's quite nice. And I used the dots folder out of the new trio pack. I thought it went quite well on the background there, so quite like that. And that's a normal size card base. So again, I've not put any sentiments on, but I hope you've liked that. That's my take on the geometric thing. So thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to have a look at the other demonstrators, and hope to see you again next month. Thank you. Bye.